I think he needs congressional support and from the Senate. Can he do it legally? He's in international waters. He's either acting on the War Powers Act because of the, quote, alleged narco-terrorists, or he's just committing murder. Either way, there needs some explanation. So what do I mean by that? Well, show us the evidence that these are narco-terrorists. Explain to the American people and the House and the Senate why I'm bombing fishermen who may or may not be running drugs on behalf of the cartels to pay their bills and to take care of their family. Explain to us why we have to kill them versus arrest them. Those who survive are being returned to Venezuela. And then what is our overall scheme or foreign policy approach to Venezuela? We're massing troops and military hardware off the coast. Are you talking about invading a sovereign country like Venezuela? Are you talking about going in and replacing through the CIA and other means Maduro? This deserves an explanation, and the quietness from the White House is disturbing because we're spending a lot of money and a lot of focus. Is it a distraction to Epstein, or is there something real here that we don't know, but the White House knows?
What are people in Washington not understanding about Americans' financial needs?
That the presidents of the United States, whether they're Democrat or Republican, have very little to do with the economy. It's the market and how people are feeling. If you go back a year ago, Donald Trump in the White House sounded just like Biden and his economic advisors sounded about, I'm giving you a pretty good economy on paper, but on the day-to-day basis, people aren't feeling it, and that's a big reason why Donald Trump won. Now, the difference with Donald Trump in 2025 is that these prices have gone up through his own economic terrorism. I'll say it again. He's the one that drove the tariff policy or ad hoc policy because he's all over the place. There is no tariff plan of implementation. It's just on a whimsical nature. And so, of course, most economic advisors said the prices are going to go up on food. He promised on day one to reduce the prices. He keeps telling us the prices for groceries are going down. But do you want me to believe Donald Trump or my lying eyes or my lying wallet, if you will, where I'm paying more? So you knew if these adjustments were going to come, he really had no choice. But he drove the narrative, right? He drove the narrative of these tariffs. Tariffs really only work. I'm a macroeconomic guy from Morehouse College, but I got to tell you, if you can't make it here and you got to import it, you're going to charge the importers more, you're going to have prices that go up. But Donald Trump wants to go it his way. He's a disruptor, and now he's going to have to back down and is backing down to save his party for the midterms or just save America's economic status to stabilize it so people can eat and buy groceries at a more reasonable price. But this is his doing, and this will be his undoing. What's bothering the economists and bothering our pocketbooks is those numbers, whether it's the grocery prices or whether it's inflation, they're all trending upward. You know, the number is 2.0 inflation. We're at 3. You're right, it's gotten better, but it's trending upward, and these tariffs aren't helping it. In fact, many economists say that the tariffs are driving inflation and driving the prices up. He's got to do something about that for all of us.
Now that there is no deal on health care, where does the party go from here?
We had just won the elections. You know, in mediation and negotiations in my law practice, you got to know when to hold them. You got to have some patience at the negotiation table. And those 8 Democrats walked away when they had their greatest leverage. And so now you got to hope and pray that the Republicans are in good faith in these negotiations or this vote that's coming up. But they got to come up with their own health care plan and sell it to America, because otherwise we're going to be running in place. Obamacare is imperfect, no doubt. We can agree on that. But the Republicans just don't have a health care plan or legislation that's going to make it better. Even if you privatize health care with these kind of junk programs and stuff, it all winds up costing the American people more. And so I'd like to see Republicans and Democrats negotiate a really good deal to make Obamacare better or to create something completely new and different that's going to make it work. There's no reason health care shouldn't be affordable in the greatest country in the world.